welcome to my channel. So in this video we will cover about break, continue and pass controls. In the last video we have covered about loops, if else, for loop, while loop, etc. So loops are essential in Python, but sometimes we need more control over their execution. And that's where break, continue and pass comes in. Right? So break is basically to stop the loop when a condition is met. So our loop will not continue, it will break at that particular time and all the other elements in the iteration will get skipped. Continue is basically to skip the particular iteration and move to the next one. So it won't come out of the loop, it will skip the current iteration and go to the next element. And pass is basically nothing but keeps the code syntactically correct. So let's say you have something and you don't have any implementation for that, let's say for a function. In that case, you can just put pass there and your code will be syntactically correct. Okay, so let's see some example of break, continue and this pass. So let's say we want to iterate through element from 0 to 5. Okay, and if I is equal to 3, okay, we just want to break through the loop, else we will print the number. Basically print type. Okay, if we run this, so we will get element 0, 1 and 2. But when I is 3, it will break out of the loop, so we won't get the next number 4, because this loop will start from 0 to 4 till 4, right? So we are getting only 0, 1, 2 because at 3 we are breaking it. Next is continue. So let's say if I is equal to 3, we want to skip this, we want to continue. In this case, we will get the element as 0, 1, 2 and 4 because 3 will get skipped. Just write a print so that we will know which loop is running. If we run this, we are getting 0, 1, 2 and 3 is getting skipped because of this continue, and then we are getting 4. Okay, so this is about continue. Another example for pass is how we can use pass. So let's say if I is equal to 3, we want to do some logic here, but at this particular point of time we don't have any logic. Okay, so what we can do, if we don't put anything here, our code is failed, means this won't be compiled, it will give us some syntax error. In that case we will just use pass. Okay, so at I equal to 3 it won't do anything. Okay, but our code is syntactically correct. Okay, let me give some real example of break, continue and pass. Okay, so let's say we have a web application where for login we need username and password, and if the in 3 attempts user need to put the correct password. Okay, so what we can do, if the password is correct, we will break out of the loop. Let's have a current password is 123. Okay, so we will give 3 chance to the user to enter the password. Okay, password will be entered by user, so we can use input function. We can write enter the password. Okay, if this password is equal to the correct password, okay, so what we can do, we can just break, right? And we can say no, X, we can just print something like access granted, and otherwise if it is not true, then we can just write else print correct password, or just simply you can write try again. Okay, it's incorrect password. And once all the attempts are completed, all the 3 attempts, we can use else here. We can write print too many failed attempts, right? So if the password is correct, okay, it will break out of the loop. So let's say at first point we are giving the correct password. Okay, so we are getting access granted, came out of the loop, so it won't iterate all the three attempts. Again, if we run at first attempt, if we give wrong password, it will again ask for password. If we give correct password, access granted breaks out of the loop. And if all the three are incorrect, then it will say too many failed attempts. So basically here we can control when to break out of the loop. Okay, this is about break. Then we have another example for continue. So let's say we have some users, okay, list of users, and we want to continue if the user is inactive. Okay, we want to skip that iteration. Okay, so let's say we have status of user, and for this user, this status is active. Like that, we have another two users, and one of the status is inactive. We have B, we have C. There are three users. Okay, we can iterate through this user for the user and users. If S, now each item, this is item 0, this is 1, this is 2. Right? Now each item is a dictionary. So to get the element from the dictionary, we can use the key. So each user status. The status is inactive. Okay. We don't want to do anything here. We want to skip this. So we'll say continue. Okay. And otherwise, we will say print some just print statement generating report for then user then name, something like this. Okay, if we run this, so we are generating report for A and C, but not for B, right? Because status is inactive, it skips that iteration. Okay, so we are getting only two users. Okay. And for pass, let's say we have two functions. Okay, def one is let's say process payment something. Okay, and one is def send email. So for email, we have the definition, something like this. So it's not a problem, but for process payment, we don't have any definition yet for the function. So here we can just use pass to make it syntactically correct and run the program. If we don't use pass, it will give us some error, see, something indentation error. If we run this, we get some indentation error. But if we use pass, then our code will be syntactically correct and we can put our definition later when we have it. Okay, so this is all about break, continue and pass and how we can use it in our loop or any other functionality. Okay, I hope you like this video. Please subscribe to my channel and put some comments if you have any questions.